I can and I will.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Dreamweaver's Diary. Today I'm going to tell you how I didn't manifest my entirely new life, but I threw a tantrum. A full blown, embarrassing, borderline tantrum. And it turned out to be the best decision I made in my entire life. Like, picture this coming home from school, spending your life going to tuition, meeting the same old people, meeting your friends, spending time with your family, and sleeping. That's it. Waking up, sleeping, doing school, doing homework, doing work, and sleeping. I found it boring. I thought, nah, life, let's spice it up for the plot. My character ain't going to be this boring. I ain't gonna be having this normal, regular life. And honestly, every real story, every plot of a interesting movie develops when the main character switches school or switches the city, comes in an entirely new place, and I was like, wow, let's experience that because we only have one life. If not now, then when? If not now, then when? In another life? Nah, I'm not that patient. Okay, so I literally threw a whole tantrum like, mummy, please, school switch kar lo, city switch kar lo, let's just change thing, आप बोर नहीं हो गए हो. And of course, at first she was like, ये लड़की पागल हो गई है, पूरी ज़िंदगी यहाँ पे है, एवरीथिंग इज़ हेयर, वी नो पीपल हेयर, वी हैव ग्रेट नेबर्स, एवरीथिंग इज़ गोइंग वेल, शी इज़ डूइंग गुड इन स्कूल. क्या पता नहीं कीड़ा काट गया इसको. Literally this is what she said to my father, पता नहीं क्या इसको कीड़ा काट गया. Then I was like, nah, I was really persistent. Then I slowly realized that it wasn't a phase, it was a need, because I ain't gonna be this plain, this bald, introverted girl who didn't go outside and talk to more people than her own circle. I had a circle of 5 6 friends in my old school, and I refused to talk to anyone else. Only few juniors, few seniors, and my circle. That's it. I was like, किसी और से बात करनी है, you go, I'm not going, you go, I'll come with you, अच्छा, I'll go if you go. No, I wanted to change that because you can't be a leader if you want people to be with you all the time. You can't be a leader if you refuse to take responsibility. Then I shifted into this amazing school, not revealing the school's name because of obvious reasons. Then I met amazing people here. I met people who are just like me. I met interesting people like just like me. People who were just like me were in my previous school also. But in this school, the vibe just matched. It just clicked. And at first I was scared, obviously. And then I did stupidest thing. I tried to be extrovert the very first day, like even before the first day. I texted a random girl, the prettiest girl, the cutest girl with the most friendliest looking PFP, a DP on WhatsApp. Every girl in my class is very pretty, but I texted the one with the silliest PFP because I thought she's not gonna be that serious. Let's just hit a try. And I texted her, "Hi, I'm new in your school. I'm a new student. I don't want to be lonely on my first day of the school. Would you like to be friends?" And turns out she was the sweetest, kindest, and the most helpful girl who helped me make new friends, included me in her group. And then I just made new people. And you know what I did? Crazier thing. I applied for a prefect position. Obviously, I didn't win. Emotional damage. But the crazy thing is I gave speech for the first time in forever, for the first time in my life, in front of hundreds of people, if not thousands, because there were so many teachers, and I campaigned. I made postcards, vote for Tanya, like that is kind of embarrassing, cringe. Like a new girl in your school trying to bag a prefect position. Seriously, that just sounds too delusional. But I just did it for the plot because what's the worst? At least I have a story to tell my siblings. At least I have a story to tell my younger sister. At least I have a story to tell my future, whatsoever, friends, kids, or whatever. I'm gonna be a cool aunt with so many stories, and I'll be like, "You're scared? You're scared of that? You're embarrassed of that? You know what I did? I did even worse at things. I did even more embarrassing things." And I just did it for, the sake of telling such stories, such spicy stories, because I need spice in my life. Honestly, I might be crazy, but I need spice in my life. I need some drama for so that the story keeps cooking. Yeah. So, it was dramatic, yes. Important and totally necessary, hell yeah. And yeah, the days I spent here are just magical. I got new habits like, oh my god, writing unrealistic things, lists, and actually completing them. That is simply crazy. That is totally not old me. Writing unbelievable things. I was like, be practical, be this, be that. Don't write unrealistic things because it is unrealistic. Well said. But no, if you write unrealistic things and you achieve it, like imagine writing that you'll do 8 hours of study, or 8 hours of study plus 2 hours of extracurricular, and you actually do it. That sounds crazy. That sounds hella depressing. Like studying the whole day, no Instagram. That is so depressing. But yeah, I did it, and I was like, damn girl, if you can do that, think what you cannot do. If you can rock in a new school, making so many great friends. I mean, real connections. I know they're not fake friends, because I just know I'm not gonna overthink it, because overthinking kills. Yeah, overthinking and curiosity kills. I'm not gonna be overthinker that they like me or not, because I know they do like me because they're genuine with me. And yeah, my life just switched a whole 360-degree. Of course, leaving my childhood friends, childhood memories, and the teachers was hella sad. But I thought that in 11th grade, one of my friend was also switching schools, and all obviously the teachers were gonna be new. I was gonna be in a totally new class with only two of the friends I knew, and I just didn't know how to cope with that. So I basically, you can say, ran. No, I didn't run. I just wanted spice. So yeah, I said she's also changing school. Let me also do that, because obviously the teachers were gonna be different. The classmates were gonna be different. If I am gonna have to face a totally different environment, why not do it my way? Why not create a totally new personality where no one know how I am, that the things I didn't do anything bad. Okay, don't think that what did she do. I didn't do anything bad, but yeah, to changing the whole personality 360-degree. Can you imagine how exciting that is? Like, people don't know you, you can frame their opinion of yourself. You can make them think of yourself the way you want them to think of yourself. You can develop a totally new arc, a totally new era, a totally new theme base in your life. It's like a totally new chapter in the book of your life. And like, yeah, it was 100% worth it. It turned out absolutely fine. I started journaling, a thing which I quit in like 7th grade. I just quitted it after COVID. Before COVID started, I quitted it, and I was like, nah, this is too cliche. Let's just watch web series instead. And I picked it up again. I participated in so many inter schools, met so many amazing people from other schools, and yeah, just I did debates. That is crazy. The first day I came in the school, I was embarrassed a little. I made a fool of myself, which maybe made me the butt of the joke. But yeah, then I did very exciting things like taking the initiative of being the speaker in debate of my team. And yeah, I just did many crazy things in this school which I didn't expect to do it in my old school, because there's just a sense of comfort which you think she thinks of me that way, I don't want to change the perception or whatever. You start caring about others' perception of yourself. But when you meet totally new people, you're like, their perception, can change. I can change their perception of me. I can be the non-introverted, cool yapper girl. I can be a totally, exciting, interesting person, if not mysterious, because everyone knows I don't have the capacity to shut up. I always say the wrong things at the wrong time. I always laugh in unexpected things. And yeah, I just love the teachers in the school, new school, and the new life in my coaching. Yeah, amazing people. I somewhere read that you need to start being comfortable with being uncomfortable, and I realized I was getting a little too comfortable with people back there. I was getting a little too emotionally attached. If I kept staying there, I don't know how I would do with going out after 12th in the real world, going to the college and university. It was very scary for me, and I thought, let's just detach a little. Let's just come to ourselves and take back the energy, take back the power to myself, and stop giving out that much of an energy, and stop being that emotionally connected. Like, let's just pull back a little. Let's just focus on ourselves a little and stop focusing on others so much, because at the end of the day, my life is my life, their life is their life. They need to cope with their life on their own. I need to cope with my life on my own. I cannot revolve their life around myself. I cannot revolve around their life my whole life. I cannot always try to protect other people and always be like, let me be the hurt person. Let people hurt me instead of you. I can't be that person. I need to be the one that protects myself before I protect others. I need to be like, I don't get to be hurt, I don't have to be hurt. I realize sometimes all you need is a little chaos to rewrite the stars of your life, because after all, it's your life. I'm repeating it for the thousandth time, I guess, that it's my life, my rules. That sounds cliche, that sounds cringe, never mind. Yeah, also, being cringe is being free. If you think you're cringe, you're free. If you think you're non cringe, you're, darling, sorry to be sad, sorry to be the one to speak such brutally, but you're bounded by society's rules, you're bounded by what will they think. Start being your own self. Start not thinking of others. Start having your own aesthetic, your own personality. Stop copying others and just do whatever. If others call it cringe, it's their problem. It's their personal problem. It's their opinion. Their opinion doesn't affect you, because it's you, it's your life. Their opinion should not affect you, because it's their opinion. Everyone has a different perception of a thing. People say the glass is half full, the glass is half empty. No, darling, the glass is always fully full. Half it's filled, half with water, half with air. It's fully full. You should see it from that perspective. The glass is always full. Fully full is not a word. The glass is always full. Yeah, the glass is always full. It's never half full or half empty. Change your perception of life, because you cannot change others' perception of your life. So I guess that was it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you like my story from a zero to chaos to a total mess to a life I love, do hit like, subscribe, share, and comment your thoughts. And oh my god, we're a family of 50 subscribers. I love that. Do keep watching, because here in Dream Weaver's Diary, we weave dreams telling schemes. Goodbye.